Sweet potato fries is something that a lot of people like because it's a healthier option to sweet potatoes. Likewise, sweet potato chips are a healthier version to potato chips. So today, I'm going to show you how I get my sweet potato chips nice and crunchy and crispy. Also, it's quick and easy. Woo! Let me know if you hear the crunch. First off, you're going to need sweet potatoes. I have a medium sweet potato here. You can use as much or as little as you like. I'm just peeling the sweet potato, so I'm going to get this peeled and we'll be right back. Okay, if you have a mandolin, that would be the very best thing to use in order to slice them because we're going to need very, very thin slices. And if you do have a mandolin, you want to use the thinnest setting that you have for slices. If not, use a knife, be very careful, and try your best to get them super, super thin. So, also a bowl of water. Now, I'm going to see if I can't just go ahead and slice them right down into my water. That may or may not work. But it'll be a next step because if not, slice your potatoes and put them in cold water. So, let's go ahead and get our sweet potatoes sliced. Once you have them sliced, they need to be super, super thin, just like that. So if you're slicing them by hand, try to get them like that. Now, we're going to soak our sweet potatoes for about 20 minutes. About every 5 minutes or so, maybe halfway in between, you want to shake them like this and change the water. Make sure when you change the water, you're rinsing them off with cold water and letting them soak again. We're soaking them to get the extra starch off of them. So we're going to let these soak and we'll be back. Okay, once your sweet potatoes have been all soaked, you want to dry them off. And you'll notice that a lot of them are starting to curl up, looking just like chips. So kind of put them in a single layer if you can. They're still pretty flexible, but you need to dry them off as much as possible. I like to kind of put them in a single layer as much as possible to get some of that extra water off of them. Now you can use a cloth for this if you want. You don't have to use up paper towels. I just go ahead and use my paper towels. That's pretty much why I have paper towels for me personally. And dry them off, being careful not to break them up. Make sure they're good and dry. You can also actually dry them individually. As you get them dry, put them in another bowl. So I'm going to get all of these dried off and we'll be back. Okay, now I'm going to transfer these back into this bowl. I've dried the bowl out to make sure there's no water in it. It's just larger. And from here, we're going to toss them in some olive oil. Now, I just like to get in there with my hands and toss them. You can use gloves, you can use a spoon or whatever is best, that works best for you. Just make sure they all have some olive oil on them, okay? Once they all have olive oil on them, if you want salted chips, then go ahead and put some salt on them and toss them again with the salt. I like that kind of sweet and salty taste to go with them. Okay, now we are going to air fry these. So preheat your air fryer to 350 degrees for 3 minutes. Okay, my air fryer has been preheated. And you want to line your air fryer tray in a single layer with your chips. That means you're going to need to work in batches. You can't hurry this along unless you have an air fryer that has multiple tiers where you can still line them in a single layer. Try not to have them overlapping. Okay, we're going to cook these for about 10 to 12 minutes or until they're nice and crispy. Ooh, I've let these sit in here and cool just a little bit. Don't they look amazing? Look at that. Look at those chips. We're going to see just how crispy and crunchy they are in just a minute. Ooh, we are all done. Look at these chips. Don't they look amazing? Oh my goodness. Ooh, these are amazing and crispy. Now, they will stay crispy for up to 2 weeks if you put them in an airtight container. It can be just a regular like Tupperware type plastic container, or you can use a Ziploc bag. You can leave them right here on your counter. They will be amazing for up to 2 weeks. So I made a small batch, but feel free to make a larger batch. And like I said, you can omit the salt, and it's just like a teaspoon of olive oil. And that's it. Make sure you slice them really, really thin. And if you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. Take a second and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 1.5 million subscribers together. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with me in my kitchen. And channel members, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Don't forget to check out Pam's Private Pantry. I'll leave that link in the description as well. Check out my other channels, Pam's POV, Pam's Pop-Ups, and at the Scaredy Cat Gardener, all on YouTube. Okay, I know y'all say she don't try that. Okay, I want to make sure y'all hear the crunch. So listen, listen up, listen up, listen up. Woo, let me know if you hear the crunch. I know you heard the crunch. These are amazing. You got the sweetness from the sweet potato and a little hint of salt that I put on there. Ooh, let me know when y'all try them. And I will see you all next time. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye-bye.